Good night. Welcome to Teleislas News with the most relevant and important information of the day. The interception of a boat carrying 17 Venezuelan migrants is confirmed to Teleislas News. According to the route in which they were traveling, it seems that the ship was headed to Nicaragua. This information was provided by Rear Admiral Hernando Matos.
Ya salió. El COE. ¿Y para dónde se dirige? Al sur. ¿Y al sur a qué? ¿Pedido consecutivo de zarpe?
There were 17 migrants who were being transported to Central America in boat intercepted by the National Navy with 12 landers crew members. The commanders of the specific command of San Andres, Sul Providencia, and Santa Catalina told this news agency that out of 5 boats intercepted, 4 of them were led by landers and 1 by Nicaraguans.
La madrugada de hoy,
Early this morning, we again stopped the illegal boat that was trying to transport 17 Venezuelans, including women and minors. Apparently, they were going to Nicaragua by the course they were taking. The boat was detained by the Coast Guard station of San Andres and was placed at the disposal of the Colombian migration staff, and the 2 crew members of the boat were placed under the orders of the competent authorities.
Rear Admiral is concerned about the fact that there is a migrant route to Central America through the islands.
estas personas han encontrado...
These people have found illegal services on the island regarding transport to Central America in order to find their way to the American dream.
The captain extended a call to the community to denounce these facts that are occurring and prevent the island from becoming a route for migrants. He also affirms that they will continue to carry out maritime patrols, and any vessel identified with illegal traces will be placed at the disposal of the competent authorities.
The Governor's Office of the Archipelago Department informed that the call for the election of the new Director of the Office of Control of Circulation and Residence, OCRE, is now open.
The Governor's Office of the Archipelago Department of San Andres, headed by Governor Everett Hawkins Green, informed that the call for the election of the Administrative Director of the Office of Control of Circulation and Residence, OCRE, in accordance with Decree 2762 of 1991 for the period 2022 through 2023 is open. Those interested in making up the shortlist for the election should contact the private secretariat of the Governor's Office. The call is extended to all professionals of the Archipelago Department who meet the requirements. The term of office as Director of the OCRE is 1 year. Applicants for the position must register in person from August 16 to August 29 of this year.
And through a letter sent to the President of Colombia, Gustavo Petro, the leader of the islands, Everett Hawkins Green, reiterated his support and satisfaction for his arrival to the presidency.
In the letter sent to the President Gustavo Petro, the Governor Everett Hawkins Green congratulates and expressed his deep satisfaction for his arrival to the presidency of the Republic in the company of the Vice President Francia Marquez Mina, stating that as Raizal people will receive with joy his announcement to seek greater alliances with Africa and the Afro people in America, as well as that of seeking that San Andres be a cultural and educational health center of the Antillean Caribbean, from where all ambassadors of Colombia for the Antilles will come from. In the same way, in the letter, he points out that as governor of the island and member of the Raizal people, he placed himself at the disposal of the government of President Gustavo Petro to work together in the materialization of his purpose of bringing Colombia closer to Africa and the Caribbean states. Undoubtedly, having Raizal ambassadors in the region will be a great opportunity to create awareness that the cultural ties that have existed between the Raizal people and the English-speaking Caribbean is a real asset and the reflection of a systematic approach of Colombia foreign policy oriented towards Latin American and Caribbean integration with a focus on environmental and cultural diplomacy as provided by our political constitution and its government program. The letters end by expressing the commitment to coordinate and advance regional dialogues in our archipelago, Seafloor Biosphere Reserve, with a view to the participatory construction of the National Development Plan, Colombia World Power of Life.
For his contributions to the preservation and promotion of the culture of the Raizal population, The citizen Samuel Robinson and the Orpha Foundation will be honored tomorrow by the Congress of the Republic.
The Congress of the Republic will decorate the ophthalmologist and historian Samuel Robinson Davis with the Order of Grand Commander and Grand Officer. This distinction will also be received by the Orpha Foundation, organization of writers outside the archipelago. The recognition is motivated by Representative Elizabeth J. Pang Diaz, who praises the work they have done over the years for the islands from different cultural and social areas.
Estaremos haciendo un reconocimiento.
We will be recognizing a great historian in Samuel Robinson and the Orpha Foundation, which from the capital of the Republic has been making a difference in the history and culture of our island. They will have the Order of Great Commendation from the Congress of the Republic. On the other hand, there will be a history conversation with Samuel Robinson, and the President of the Historical Association of Colombia will also be accompanying us. We will be presenting and telling all Colombians the real history of the emancipation of the archipelago and how it has influenced the history of our country. Therefore, the invitation is for you to join us from the different social media platforms, and we can witness the decoration of these two honorees.
The tribute will be held tomorrow, August 10th, starting at 3 p.m. in the Luis Carlos Galan Hall, where the work for the preservation of the historical memory of the archipelago to the historian Samuel Robinson will be highlighted, as well as the work to promote the culture of the Rizal people from the capital of the Republic for 20 years to the Orpha Foundation.
And in other news, another exhumation process begins for dead bodies at Harmony Hill Cemetery as they are ready to be removed from their respective vaults.
By means of a press release, the departmental government informs family members and those interested in the exhumation process of the remains located in the Harmony Hill Cemetery, which are ready to be removed from their vaults. Those interested should approach the Secretariat of Public Services and Environment to continue with the process. If after 15 days from the completion of the minimum time of permanence, the bereaved family does not show up to establish the date of exhumation of the corpse or bone remains, the cemetery administration will proceed to do so. Considering the capacity of the cemetery, the remains will be transferred to a common charnel house and will be duly identified. This process is guaranteed according to Article 20 of Resolution number 5194 of 2010 of the Ministry of Social Protection, which regulates the provision of cemetery services, burial, exhumation, and cremation of corpses. If you have any questions, please contact the Public Services and Environment Secretariat at the Departmental Government Office on the 3rd floor, telephone number 513-0801 to extension 224.
The prosecutor's office seized assets valued at more than 1,000 million pesos that allegedly belonged to a presumed frontman of the Western Bloc of the extinct FARC. Some of these properties are located on the island of San Andres.
The prosecutor's office imposed precautionary measures of suspension of the power to dispose of assets, embargo, seizure, and taking possession of over 201 properties that would have been acquired by Jose de Jesus Mejia, alias Gafas, an alleged former member of the financial component of the Western Bloc of the extinct FARC.
A prosecutor assigned to the Specialized Direction of Extinction of Ownership placed precautionary measures on 201 assets that had been acquired by Jose de Jesus Mejia Jaramillo, alias Gafas, an alleged frontman of the FARC's Western Bloc. These comprises 39 urban and 9 rural properties, 134 vehicles, 7 companies, and 2 commercial establishments with appraisal value that exceeds 100,000 million pesos. The properties were seized in proceedings in Valle del Cauca, Atlántico, Magdalena, Bolívar, and San Andres Island.
The investigative work allowed to establish that the properties apparently were obtained with money from drug trafficking and other criminal activities of the extinct FARC. It was also found that the properties were in the name of Gafas himself and some of his family members in an attempt to give them the appearance of legality.
Much attention if you own a business. Currently, the departmental government will carry out a call that seeks to strengthen micro-businesses on the island.
With the purpose of promoting the economic reactivation of the archipelago affected by the pandemic of COVID-19 and the onslaught of hurricanes Eta and Iota, a call will be held in the department to benefit the island micro-businesses with the program for the economic reactivation of San Andres, which seeks to train and provide tools to strengthen micro-businesses. Edinson Cuadros, the project director, gave details.
This project is based on 3 stages. The first stage is the socialization, through which we want all entrepreneurs to be aware of this project that has already started on the island. And we want everyone to know that they can access massively. After the socialization, we will open a call where there will be a selection of 235 micro businesses that will benefit from the project and will receive 100% support, where we will have strategic allies such as the Chamber of Commerce and SENA.
The socialization sessions will be held on August 16 and 23 at the facilities of the Chamber of Commerce. In September, registration will be open for businesses that wish to take part in the call. Those interested in learning more details of the initiative may approach the offices of the entity in the New Point Plaza, offices 203 and 204.
And now it's time for Sport News with Victor Fusalva.
Hello, here are the best sports of the island. After a continuous preparation process of handball, the team is ready to represent our department in Bogota. The beach handball team that will represent San Andres in the next qualifying tournament to be held in Bogota is ready. With the help of coach Jonathan Rubio, the island team is prepared with a view of seeking the best ranking in what is to come in the sport of beach handball.
We will participate in this tournament in the city of Bogota. Well, everybody knows the island all the time prepared themselves in a serious way. They have a good representing to the island, and well, for all who support we, get a good wish and a good feeling for we. Well, the team is coming very, very good. Everybody unite, focus where you want, and the idea is go and represent the island in a good position where they become champ. Because well, everybody knows that the island is who they lead, and well, that is the idea. Come good and make a good tournament. I will big thanks to the government department, to all the people who help me and who support me to be participating in this tournament, where it's very, very nice, and well, I wish everything come good and we give what we all thank you come champ.
Beach handball wants to continue winning titles for the insular department, as stated by Rubio. An opening game in baseball was featured by the Rays and the San Luis team in the summer baseball tournament. In an exciting afternoon of baseball, 2 of the best pitchers of the tournament face each other in a gladiator duel between Venezuelans, Jan Calanche for the Rays, managed by Hollis Watson, and Miguel Caigua for San Luis, managed by David May. A real party of pitchers of all styles, fastballs, curves, and sliders that pass over the home plate to reach the catcher's gloves and be sung as strikes and strikeouts for each team that accumulated 9 and 13 strikeouts respectively. The batters that achieved their goal were in the last inning. San Luis team managed to put the score 4-3 and does win the game against the Rays, leaving them with gloves in hand and happiness for the winning team. We spoke with the winning team star, Jose Arellano, who expressed it this way.
It was very difficult for the both sides because we are not accustomed to play that level of baseball. The pitchers from the 2 teams, 2 very excellent professional pitchers. We scored 1 in the first innings and very difficult to score the other one until they come and make a mistake. We made an error and it cost us 2 runs, 3 runs, we made 2 errors. In the last innings, that's the ups you have when you are a home club, the hours, the way how the field is and the pressure for the children. Then the other team is plenty younger than our own. Our players are more mature, and through the nervousness, well, we embrace the opportunity. They made a fatal mental error when the catcher threw the ball second base, and we embraced the opportunity there to tie the ball game. It is very difficult. We have to practice a lot more. We have so many times without practice to hit these class of pitchers that the team they bring in here as reforce. But it's a good experience for us, very good experience, and the result of the both game today, I believe that it will bring back the people into the stadium. It's a very nice beginning. Thanks to the man upstairs that allowed the climate that it could be possible for us to start the game.
This summer tournament is supported by Colombian Baseball Federation and the departmental government, and a tournament that began with positive energy, and it's played in 10 rounds and 72 games. The idea is to encourage and prepare the islanders for the upcoming national competitions. This is what was stated by Arellano. And this will be all in sports for tonight. We will see you on another broadcast. We continue with Lisa.
Thank you, Victor. And with sport news, we reach to the end of this broadcast, but we see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. with more of Teleislas news. Good night.